Friends, is your morning tea just not your cup of tea? Then try the tea blends of Viridian Tea Company. At Viridian Tea Company, they sell blends guaranteed to make you think outside the box. With such blends as My Enemy's Tears, Goth Librarian, Cyberpunk, and many more, your tea experience will be out of this world. Look for the blends at Tubby & Coo's Mid-City Bookshop located at 631 North Carrollton or on Etsy at Viridian Tea Company. Try Viridian Tea Company today. Your taste buds will thank you.
Tubby & Coo's Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton, just off Orleans in Carrollton. Books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. Find them on the web at tubbyandcoos.com and sign up for their geekly newsletter. Tubby & Coo's, more than books.
Kasha's Bazaar, located at 5727 Jesson Highway across from Red, White, and Blue. Geeky collectibles and more. Find them on Facebook at facebook.com/Kasha's Bazaar. Kasha's Bazaar, 5727 Jesson Highway, the Unflea Market.
The Vaping Tiger at 2812 Athenia Parkway. 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. The Vaping Tiger has handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices. The Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway and vapingtiger.com.
When you're in need of pain relief, come to Need It Relief Massage Therapy. Kat is an experienced licensed massage therapist. Check out her website and book your session online now at massagetherapykm.com. Need It Relief Massage Therapy for some much needed relief.
Resistance is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Good afternoon, New Orleans. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280, coming to you live from the tubbyandcoos.com studios. This is D Squared with
Brian Held.
Brian Held. How the hell are you, buddy?
Dude, I am so tired.
Oh, what's the matter, Bobby?
I've been on a film set for the past 2 days.
Oh, my God, it's local celebrity Brian Held. Tell me more, tell me more.
Do you want to talk about it after the intro?
No.
Oh, all right.
I want to talk about it now.
So this week we're doing the filming for Tenet Noctis. We've had John Mangus on the show before to talk about his production.
The real local celebrity, John Mangus.
Right. And so I got to hang out this week with Tim Russ.
Nice.
Yeah, and a bunch of great cast and crew out there. We're at the Louisiana Renaissance Festival site filming and doing all kind of different scenes. There's a street scene, a massacre scene.
Massacre?
Yeah, we were fighting today there's a sand pit that used to be the old jousting field for the fair.
Right.
And we were all up in there. And
for pictures, go to brianheld.com. Did you put any on our Facebook page?
Not on ours, but they're on mine.
You know what? You should do that while I'm doing this. Now, as always, we strongly urge you to check out our Facebook page where you might find pictures of local celebrity Brian Held. Facebook.com/The Week in Geek. Or check out our website at twigradio.com. Follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio and the Instagram's The Week in Geek. Now, Brian, how can people listen to this lovely show?
Well, once we're off the air, we're going to load this up on Spreaker.com, or you can download Spreaker for your smartphone or tablet. You can also find us on YouTube, iTunes, Overcast, Podfanatic, Pocket Cast, and at foxsportsam1280.com.
Yes, you can. That's a mouthful,
It
sir.
is.
All right, guys, we'll lay out the show real quick. We have a guest from Chewbacca's coming on to talk about the Carrie Fisher second line. That's going to be happening Saturday.
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Holy
Yeah.
crap. And then, as always, we'll have our boy Skungy with his pick of the week, and then we'll have some top nerd news for you, and we'll close out the show, as we always do, with This Week in Geek History. Without much further ado, let's bring on our boy Skungy and his pick of the week. Or not.
I am not what you would call a handsome man.
Skungy's Pick of the Week is brought to you by GameStop and ThinkGeek.com.
Skungy's Pick of the Week.
You might be an idiot savant.
Woohoo!
Skungy, what's shaking bacon?
How are you doing, gentlemen? I mean, Dave, are you able to fit in the studio with the size of Brian's head right now?
I'm not. It's a tough fit. I'm squeezing in here.
Thanks, Skungy.
I'm just under the left earlobe. All right, man. So what are we talking about today?
Well, I mean, it's the last show of 2016. Thank God we're getting through this year. And I was going to do the top 5 of the year.
Really? There were 5?
There were 5. Actually, yeah, there were actually, I have 5 really good ones, but I do have some honorable mentions as well that were really good. They just weren't my top 5.
All right. Lay them on me, man.
Basically, honorable mentions, really good games this year. Broforce, which was that, pixelated 2D side-scroller where it had all the names were all Bro something, Bro Commando, or, Ash Bro Williams. That was a lot of fun. Song of the Deep, a little puzzler, Mafia 3, Gears of War 4, Dishonored 2, and Dead Rising 4 are all really good games that came out this year.
Song of the Deep, wasn't that the GameStop game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
it was just a
shilling for that
fantastic
company
little game.
again?
And I mean, I know it's hard for me to be unbiased on that, but it really was just a charming little game.
Charming. Don't say that word ever again.
Okay there, darling. That rhymes.
All right, so those were your honorable mentions, right?
Yeah, yes, honorable mentions for year. So, top 5 of the year. Number 5, in my opinion, Firewatch.
Really?
Yeah.
The movie?
The narrative. The narrative game, yeah.
Not the movie with
game.
Bosworth? Not that?
No.
Not that fire movie?
No, Firewatch. This is the one where you're playing a guy who's on Firewatch in the Appalachians. And you're only communicating with another person through radio. So it's all about the interaction between these two people who never meet. And I got some small little puzzles, and it was just really cool, and it was something that had never been done before where you have that interaction and just a great dialogue between these two characters. And it's only like $20, so it's a really good experience, so I highly suggest it.
And no multiplayer.
No multiplayer.
Yeah.
So number 4 is Doom. Doom was really cool, a lot of fun, fast-paced. I mean, it lived up to the original Doom, in my opinion, which was just shoot everything in the face.
And there's all the level generation stuff too,
there's the level generation stuff. A lot of content. I mean, they do have paid-for content, but they have a lot of content that's free as well, and that's a really good sign too. So you can keep going back to that well. So,
cool.
Doom is number 4. Number 3, Uncharted 4.
Oh.
It was a really good tie-in to the entire series. It ended the series, and, Nathan Drake's story, it ended it, and it was very well done. They've always had a great narrative to it. They refined the gameplay. This is just a gorgeous game. I loved it every minute. I could not put it down.
And that was a PS4 game mostly, though, right?
That's a PS4 exclusive.
Exclusive, right?
Yeah.
Exclusive.
Bastards.
So, number 2 for you, Dave, XCOM 2.
Yeah! I am awesome at that game.
You've been playing that game.
I have been. Like stupid Santa Claus had to bring DJ an Xbox One to his grandparents' house. So DJ keeps logging in under my logging information, and we keep logging each other out. So like midnight last night, I'm assuming my 10-year-old's in bed at midnight. So I'm like, I'll play a little XCOM 2 before I go to bed. And it's like, I start to play, and then it's like, you've been logged out. I'm like, what? So I log back in, and then it's like, you've been logged out. I'm like, if this 10-year-old had a phone, I'd tell him, get off my Xbox. But yes.
Go to sleep.
But no, XCOM 2 is awesome, dude. It is really, really, really hard, but I'm just that good. But no, I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's much more challenging, and it's just a fun game, man. It's like chess. It's like for people who have bad reflexes like me, and I have a more strategic mind. It's better for people that have arthritis and Alzheimer's.
Jeez.
And people who have Alzheimer's.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. What's your number 1, Skungy?
Of course, number 1 for the year.
Wait. Oh, too late. You already said it. Overwatch.
Yeah. No. Look, I can't stop playing Overwatch.
I can.
Fair.
Dun, 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 dun.
In fact, somebody on set today, one of the crew had an Overwatch sweatshirt. It was like teammate down and had the little skull with X5. And yeah, I was like, great shirt, high five.
Well, DJ got that for Christmas too. Overwatch.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, this game was just it was fantastic. It wasn't too hardcore. With a lot of online multiplayer shooters that are multiplayer only are really hardcore, and if you're not a hardcore player, it's hard for you to get into it. Overwatch is simple and easy for anybody to pick up at any skill level. It's fun. There's something for everybody there. and then Blizzard just knocks it out of the park by saying, we're not charging you for any content, any extra characters, any extra maps. Everything's all free. It's just a perfect package. Does it have some flaws? Yeah, it's got some flaws. But overall, it just, in my opinion, it was just the best game of the year.
And guys,
the fact that it came out in May, and I'm still playing it in December, says a lot.
Guys, January 3rd ends the winter loot boxes, so go get them quick. I got my Santa Claus skin for Torbjorn. So
did you?
Yes.
Ho.
Yeah.
Ho.
So very excited about that.
Well, good for you. Yeah. All right, Skungy. So, okay. That's your top 5 for the year.
So, What are we looking forward to in 2017?
Yeah, anything good coming on?
Oh, my man. 2017, actually, the beginning of 2017, in like February and March, you got some really good stuff coming out. In January, actually, you have Resident Evil 7 coming out in January.
I'm not sure.
That's going to make you pull your pants because that is one of the first games that you could play
VR?
fully in VR.
Oh, yes. I watched a little bit of a playthrough of it, and I was like, nope. You know where you got all those middle fingers flying up? That's what was going on. I was just, nope. Yeah. That would no. See, I have a weak heart, and my weakened state.
It's like people have like literally they've cried. They've turned on all the lights and can't. It's giving them nightmares. And I'm like, yes, I need this in my life.
I just want to watch the reaction videos now. Then
that's going to be the funny part. So you got that coming out in January. In February, you have Horizon Zero Dawn on the PlayStation 4. March, you got For Honor coming out. I know you're really looking forward to that one, Dave. That's the one with the samurais and the Vikings and the knights.
Yes, that one looks epic.
You know, so you got a really good. We've got a really good slate for the beginning of the year. It's not as robust as it's been in past years, but I think they got some really good quality titles coming at the beginning now. So
what month is it like that's got like the blockbuster games that come flying out? Do we have Do we have a month where it's like nothing but blockbusters coming out, like the summer blockbusters for movies? Do we have that for games?
Well, normally those are October and November. That's when most companies hold their AAA titles. That's when you get your Call of Duties, your Battlefields.
Gotcha.
You know, Dishonored came out, and Final Fantasy, and all these big name titles normally are October, November. But March has been turned into kind of like a sleeper month as well, because you have that For Honor, you have the new Tom Clancy Ghost Recon coming out that month.
Okay.
South Park comes out that month, so you're going to have a pretty packed month this year.
Yeah. All right, well, Skungy, we got to wrap it up, cut to commercials. So thanks so much. Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year, guys. Am I going to have a job next year? Or?
Absolutely.
No.
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to fire you one last time. Get off the show. You're fired.
Don't listen to him, Skungy. Love you, Skungy.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Stop sucking up the Skungy.
Guys, stay tuned. When we get back, our guest is on the line. Sally Asher from the Laserettes is going to talk all about the Carrie Fisher tribute tomorrow out of the Chewbacca's Den. So stay tuned.
Some better news if you're traveling towards New Orleans East. An earlier breakdown I-10 eastbound on the top of the high-rise is cleared, as well as a breakdown near Elysian Fields. All lanes are open, but still seeing heavy congestion. Stop and go beginning from the Claiborne flyover ramp. And we have an accident involving a chemical spill. This is on Highway 90 eastbound on the upslope of the Huey P. Long Bridge. Delays are before the West Bank Expressway. And an accident on the northbound side of the causeway at milepost 6. Stop and go delays about 3 to 4 miles. I'm Angie Berlier.
This report is brought to you by the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer. You want the best for your children, especially when they're not feeling well. The Exergen Temporal Scanner takes temperature quickly and accurately. Pick one up at Walgreens or other fine retailers.
Exergen is changing the way the world takes temperature.
From the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer Weather Center.
This report is brought to you by Foundation for a Better Life.
This is water. Can you feel this, Helen? Yes, water! Helen, it's water!
Deaf and blind, Helen Keller overcame her world of darkness. Foresight, pass it on from the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
iHeartRadio just got even better.
How is that possible?
With services and features no one else has. Real live radio.
All right.
Everyone got me? And your music in one app. Plus unlimited skips. Play any song, instant replay, or add songs directly to your playlist that you hear on the radio. Even take your music offline to listen data-free. There's nothing else like it. Open the app or download it now. The new and improved iHeartRadio. Get it today.
This is the year your house gets decluttered. This is the year your two-car garage will, in fact, be able to hold 2 cars. And this is the year your junk drawer becomes just a plain old drawer. Because this is the year you're gonna get organized. And it starts at Lowe's. Right now, Lowe's has great deals on organizational items, like 25% off 18-gallon storage totes. Plus, get 50% off select holiday items. Start getting organized with Lowe's. While supplies last, U.S. only. Tote offer ends 1/9, holiday offer 1/18.
When you're in need of pain relief, come to Need It Relief Massage Therapy. Kat is an experienced licensed massage therapist. Check out her website and book your session online now at massagetherapykm.com. Need It Relief Massage Therapy for some much needed relief.
Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby and Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
Friends, is your morning tea just not your cup of tea? Then try the tea blends of Viridian Tea Company. At Viridian Tea Company, they sell blends guaranteed to make you think outside the box. With such blends as My Enemy's Tears, Goth Librarian, Cyberpunk, and many more, your tea experience will be out of this world. Look for the blends at Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, located at 631 North Carrollton, or on Etsy at Viridian Tea Company. Try Viridian Tea Company today. Your taste buds will thank you.
The Vaping Tiger at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. The Vaping Tiger has handcrafted artisan-blended e-juices. The Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and vapingtiger.com.
Kasha's Bazaar has an unconventional inventory for the discerning geek collector. Comic book-related collectibles, vintage New Orleans items, militaria, and plenty for your mundane friends. Kasha's Bazaar, 5727 Jefferson Highway, the Unflea Market.
Now back to The Week in Geek with local celebrity Brian.
Why, you stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder.
And that other guy, what's that other guy's name? David?
Too little short for a stormtrooper.
I don't know where you get your delusions, laser brain.
Here's David and Brian.
Oh, welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
D Squared.
Hey, there's
man.
a mic there.
Yeah, there is. Shut up. Shut
All
your
right.
face.
So, Dave, it's been a very tough year, man.
Yes, it has.
It's we have lost a lot of well-respected, well-loved celebrities throughout the year, and none more so than Carrie Fisher recently. A very terrible loss for the whole community. I mean, she was going to be here next weekend for Wizard World, and we're absolutely devastated. But you know, New Orleans definitely, has a special way of respecting those who've passed on. And joining us tonight is Miss Sally Asher with the Laserettes, one of the sub-crews of Chewbacca. Sally, you there?
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Fine. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So tell us about what's going to be happening tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow, underneath Chewbacca's, we will be taking part in the tribute parade to Carrie Fisher for everything that she's done. I'm one of the co-captains with Brooke Etheridge for the Laserettes, which is a marching crew honoring Princess Leia. So it seemed like an absolute perfect fit.
Oh, most definitely. And I saw some pictures earlier. Some artist has updated the den with some a mural, right?
Oh, yes. It's fabulous. It's definitely a sight to be seen. If there's one thing that I can say about the crew of Chewbacca's, aside from being fabulous, is that they are organized. They are extremely organized and work very fast.
Right. So, yeah, there's a new mural of Carrie Fisher as Leia on the front door of the den. It's absolutely gorgeous. So, when and where is the event tomorrow, and like tell me how it's going to happen.
Well, as it always happens a little differently than we plan usually. These things tend to be organic, but the details is we're meeting the lot across the street from the joint at 3:00 on Royal and Mazant, and then at 4:00 we'll be heading second lining to the Den of Chewbacca's, which is the art studios on St. Claude Avenue. They have a map of the route located on their Facebook page and as well as on the website.
So that's the Chewbacca's Facebook page?
Yes, and the Lagerettes has their page as well. We'll be leading the march with all our male and female Leias of all ages joining in. There's going to be a champagne toast. There'll be a chance for people to get up and speak about what, Carrie Fisher, particularly Princess Leia, meant to them. And it's just going to be one of those just kind of fabulous tributes that New Orleans tends to do. And there's going to be different brass bands, music. There's going to be performances after the parade. It's free and open to the public. They've been taking donations to defer the cost of the permits and the police, and everything that goes past that is going to some of Carrie Fisher's charities, which we thought was also a nice tribute to her.
Absolutely. So that's the Chewbacca's Den. It's on St. Claude, right?
Yes,
Poland?
Correct.
And
yes.
You said it's going to start in front of the joint?
It's going to start in the lot across the joint on the corner of Royal and Mazant at 3. That's where everybody's typically gathering.
Okay.
The Lagerettes are going to be there with our famous Jabba bar, which is our Jabba the Hutt giant bar that we pull, that the one slave Leia in the whole parade. The rest were all the New Hope. She pulls him along. So we'll be there dancing and celebrating before the parade starts.
No,
we have special buttons that we've made and throws to hand out, and we'll have our flags and banners flying.
And last I checked, there was about 500 people saying they were going, and close to another 1,000 interested, right?
Correct. I think it was a little over 600. You never know. You never know how many are going to turn out until it actually gets there, and so it's going to be a very special event, and everybody is definitely mourning the loss of Carrie Fisher and everything that she contributed artistically, to the big screen as well as the written word.
Well, I know this may be a tough question, but can you speak to what Carrie Fisher meant to you?
Meant to me?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. I remember the first time I saw her on screen. It was extremely powerful to see this kind of smart, witty, princess who was also a badass and didn't take any gruff from anyone. And to me, it kind of represented that it gave young girls this desire to be strong and intelligent women. And it also conveyed this message to young boys that strong, intelligent, powerful women were desirable. And I remember when I was really young, there was a parade in my hometown, the Viking Fest parade, and Star Wars characters marched in. And I couldn't understand the difference between the real Princess Leia and somebody in my town marching her. And I ran from the parade. I left my parents and ran to track her down. And I ended up finding her behind a bus, making out with Darth Vader. Devastated. And that's when my dad had to give me the talk of, no, those aren't real. That's not the real Princess Leia. I was like, Princess Leia would never. And this is, of course, before, he's her father.
Right.
But yeah, that was kind of my first lesson in, reality.
But, that's absolutely perfect, because I think that is one of the best ways to cope with loss is remembering those individuals for the best moments in their life and the impressions that they made on us versus dwelling on the loss of that individual. So that's a beautiful story. Thank you.
Well, I wore my hair like her. I had long braids, and I wore my hair like her for years. And my 5th grade picture, I have my hair done up like her. And it's my favorite picture I've ever taken of myself, because it was the first year I was, A, allowed to wear my hair like that for a school picture, and B, allowed to wear exactly what I wanted in my school pictures. I didn't have to be all fussy dressed. So it was very symbolic of, to me, that was just a power statement as a 5th grader. I got to wear my hair like Princess Leia, and I got to wear what I want in my school picture.
Most definitely. All right, so the den is 4321 St. Claude on the corner of Poland. You can go to chewbacchus.org, if I'm not mistaken, is the address.
I believe so, yeah. And also on their Facebook page on the Intergalactic Crew of Chewbacchus. You can't. I mean, obviously, with the beautiful mural that they just put up, you can't miss it.
Absolutely. So, Sally, thank you so much for taking the time to call and tell us about this event, and thank you for putting this together. It's absolutely a beautiful tribute, and from geeks all over the Crest City and the Gulf South. I thank you.
Geeks can organize.
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, ma'am. We'll see you tomorrow. All right. Bye. All right, Dave.
Yeah.
Time for a break already?
Yes.
All right. Well,
if you only knew the power of the breaks.
Yeah, of course. Guys, stay tuned. When we get back, we're going to talk a little bit of top nerd news.
Yeah.
And we'll see you on the other side.
Are you flustered?
I'm so tired right now, man.
Wake up, Daniel.
I'm trying.
All right, stay tuned. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports.
iHeartRadio just got better. We've always given you the best stations from across the country and personalized artist stations.
Don't forget, they were tearing the league up.
Today, we introduce unlimited access to our iHeartRadio music library. Millions of songs you can search and play on demand. Unlimited skips. Create your own playlists and take the music you love offline to listen without using data or needing a connection. Open the iHeartRadio app and try everything free for a month.
Thank you for taking me up on the offer.
When Marlon Shirley was 5, he lost his foot. Today, as the world's fastest amputee, he runs the 100 meters in less time than it takes to listen to this. Overcoming. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life.
Kosh's Bazaar has an unconventional inventory for the discerning geek collector. Comic book-related collectibles, vintage New Orleans items, militaria, and plenty for your mundane friends. Kosh's Bazaar, 5727 Jefferson Highway, the Unflea Market.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
When you're in need of pain relief, come to Need It Relief Massage Therapy. Kat is an experienced licensed massage therapist. Check out her website and book your session online now at massagetherapykm.com. Need It Relief Massage Therapy for some much needed relief.
The Vaping Tiger at 2812 Athenia Parkway. 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. The Vaping Tiger has handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices. The Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway and vapingtiger.com.
Friends, is your morning tea just not your cup of tea? Then try the tea blends of Viridian Tea Company. At Viridian Tea Company, they sell blends guaranteed to make you think outside the box. With such blends as My Enemy's Tears, Goth Librarian, Cyberpunk, and many more, your tea experience will be out of this world. Look for the blends at Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, located at 631 North Carrollton, or on Etsy at Viridian Tea Company. Try Viridian Tea Company today. Your taste buds will thank you.
My name is Optimus Prime, and you are listening to
Starscream here, and you are listening to The Week in Geek, Fox Sports, 1280 AM. Call me Lord.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
D-Squared.
You played that rejoinder just to wake me up.
Yes, that's exactly why. How did you know? Busted.
Oh, man. So,
dude, this is just weird, Brian. You're supposed to be on your A game, man. You're supposed to, you're supposed to be the blind leading the blind, or you leading me. Something resembling that.
Oh man, I've been in armor all day, slogging around.
It's a hard knock life for celebs. It's a hard.
Oh, stop!
Today, Brian Held with local celebrity John Mangus filmed a movie with Tim Russ. Find out tonight on The Weekend Geek at 6 p.m. All right, that's enough of that. All right,
yes.
top nerd news. Let's do it.
And now, your top nerd news stories from around the world. Brought to you by Kasha's Bazaar. Find them at 5727 Jefferson Highway. And now, our top nerd news stories.
All right, Brian, if you want me to lead this thing off, let's start off with a little bit of little fun stuff. Let's start off with some science. So the Japanese startup will try to land on the moon. Have you heard about the Google Lunar X Prize?
No, I didn't even realize that was a thing.
Dude, it's a thing, and it's like getting closer and closer. Like by the end of the year, Tommy's running out by, what is it, the end of this month? Oh, the end of the year. So like in 3 days. So there's 4 teams in the running. They have an American team. Well, I'll save them for last because I love their name. But all right, we have the Japanese team, Team Hakudo, and then we have a German team, the PT Scientists. Then they're from Audi. Actually, that's not like a joke. That's like the Audi. Then what's the other one? They have an Israeli nonprofit, Space IL, and the American company is Moon Express.
Yeah,
Moon Express. Let that percolate.
But you see, the Audi thing is not so surprising. That the Google is offering $20 million to the first private company that can land on the moon. I mean,
well, and here's the thing: they want to call it NASCAR in space. Where was that line? It's like what they're supposed to be trying to do.
Also known as NASCAR on the moon.
On the moon. There you go. So what it is like they want to get people on the moon and to actually take pictures and run a 500-meter dash in essence with their little vehicle, their lunar lander, and send back some real high-res pictures because we haven't been back there. And they're offering bonus points / bonus cash if you get some of the Apollo landings.
Yeah,
to prove the deniers like me that we didn't really land on the moon.
It wasn't in a film studio.
It was. It totally was. Promise you. No, so I mean I feel that, if there was a space Indian, he would have one lonely tear coming down because we basically littered the moon.
Well,
we're a bunch of litter bugs. We just threw our crap up on the moon. It's like, leave it there.
Yeah. All those unused packets of peanut butter that they were, right.
And Tang.
And Tang. Tang.
So, but no, I really like this because it seems every year that, you and I have probably had this argument on the air before where it's like they keep cutting the budget. Cut the budget somewhere else. Stop cutting our science budget and the NASA budget. I mean, we've got. Obviously, we're kind of putting the screws to this planet. So why don't we just get off this one and start screwing over other planets? I mean, come on. I mean, we're gonna strip mine and do other things.
Or maybe we can go to another planet and start anew, start fresh, right? And do it right.
right. What you said.
Well,
I think the only way we're getting anywhere is private business. There's just no way. I mean, government's too cumbersome. This is probably the most political we'll ever get. But I think both of us and most of our listeners are pretty adamant about the things that, we want government to get out of, stopping us from going to the freaking space.
Right.
That they're hindering us, with Google and other like SpaceX and everybody else that's trying to put the people on the moon and, the low atmosphere, low orbit.
Low orbit, yeah. The satellite stuff, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, which other way are we going to get there?
Yeah, it's likely going to require private investment.
I mean, as it is, we're hitching rides with Russia and India. Now, apparently India and is it Japan? They're really cranking out some stuff. So maybe just as Americans, we're just kind of getting the shaft.
Well, and it's just like you said before, we need to reallocate those funds to science, education. Those are all
the arts and humanities.
Well, that's important too. Like in all seriousness.
Yeah.
I was having a conversation with somebody on set actually.
Ooh, tell us more
about.
Stop!
Don't even. No,
I'm not stepping away.
But when somebody says something or writes something in a very eloquent fashion, you say, "Well, wow, that person's a poet." Right, and that's a compliment, right? But if I tell you, well, how do you make a living? Oh, I'm a poet. And then you're not going to look at me like, what do you eat out of trash cans, right? But why?
Where's your patchouli and nose rings?
Right. Why shouldn't that be lauded? As an author, a poet, an educator, all of these different things. So we need to reprioritize. So
yes,
that's all I'm suggesting.
Yeah. All right. So let's get off of this. This is too deep, man. We got so much other stuff.
We do.
Going on.
What do you want to talk about next?
What I want to talk about is this. It's our friends from NBC gave us this. Have you heard about the bionic eye?
Yes. You let me read that article.
And here's the downside. It's going to look a lot like Google Glass. But here's some guy from NBC to tell us more.
The bionic eye works by placing an implant on the patient's retina, which receives visual information from a small camera mounted on glasses worn by the patient. Those images are then converted to electrical pulses, which stimulate the retina's remaining cells, which then pass on information to the brain. Patients will be monitored for a year to see how the implant improves their lives. Dan Whitehead, London.
All right, yeah.
So my wife understands that if I'm ever in a
horrific car accident, she'll take your eyes from you?
No. That if I'm in a horrific car accident and my life is on the line and me being a cyborg is the only way that I'm going to live, that I want the implants, right?
Really?
And that's what that means, is that we're starting to become cyborgs now. I think that's kind of cool, though.
Cyberpunk is real.
It is.
Well, no, now, when you're reading the article, though, I mean, basically, it's shooting images and like beams into your head, and you're supposed to translate that into something. And that's the cool part, though, because it's not giving you like actual sight. It's not like flipping a switch. It's beaming images and shades and stuff into your skull and your brain and your eyes, because it's skipping the damaged photoreceptors. As of right now, it's just people who are born blind.
Right.
It's not people who get like a horrific accident and become comic book characters.
Right. No, and it's obviously early days. Right.
Yeah.
There's but one of the persons in the study was actually able to read large print text for the first time in their adult life, and I think that's absolutely incredible.
Yeah. So I mean, we're living in a great age, Brian.
We
so
are.
Pretty soon we'll have space glasses and blind space rats that'll see on Mars.
Okay.
That's where I went with that.
Is that a book you're writing now?
No, I don't know what. Speaking of writing, but Kim Richardson, she's like a beast, man.
She is.
She just finished another book, and now she's writing another book.
Yeah.
And she just finished another one, and she's still pimping Open A.
Yeah, no, you can't stop that lady. It's good.
So what do you want to talk about next?
What do you want to talk about?
All right,
next?
fine. All right, so look, the one about the Let's get back to Leia for a hot minute.
Okay.
Did you see Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic? All the people got on there and went to Alderaan?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty incredible that players are going to Alderaan to pay their respects to Carrie Fisher.
To House Organa.
Yes.
You know, the funniest part is that, the Sith and the Republic have been fighting for, eons now at this point, or ever since they turned the switch on the game. But a lot of these people, if they see each other, they kill each other. There was even a portion of the article that was saying that they've had in-game funerals before, and people just start murdering each other at the funeral. There was none of that. People were actually clearing the way. Others, like high-level Siths, were clearing the way for the low-level Siths to get in. The high-level Republic, other people were just kind of helping them out along the way so that everybody could make it to the funeral.
Yeah, I think it's incredible.
What are the odds of that?
Well, she was very well respected, and kudos to them for finding a way to pay their respects.
Did you see the picture that what's his name, the director Rian Johnson, I think it is, Rian Johnson, huh? For the episode 8.
Yeah, this is a little dated. It's been out a little while, but
Well, there's been a lot of things happening though.
Right.
But getting close to wrapping up, and they just put a picture of a Jedi robe up there.
Well, and I'm happy to see, speaking of episode 8, that apparently all the scenes for Carrie Fisher were wrapped.
I was talking about that with Slab down at Q93, man. He was like, dude, so what's up? And I was like, well, fortunately, she finished all her filming. Now, we don't know what the plot is because we don't know how big of a part she played in episode 9. As Han Solo, Harrison Ford, he wanted to die. He wanted, Han Solo, So, I'm pretty sure Carrie Fisher really wanted to hold on to Leia Organa.
Oh,
So, I'm sure she fought against them trying to, get rid of her character. But, who would she pass the baton on to besides Rey? I don't know who else.
I don't know unless they have a new character come in, but... we'll find out.
That's a weird question. We should ask our listeners at some point in time. You think Rey could
pull it off as a general in the Resistance?
You think she's qualified to be the next Leia? I mean, I saw a lot of girls cosplaying as Rey right after the movie came out at all the cons.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, she's a good character.
She's a great character, most definitely.
But is she a Leia?
Time will tell.
That's not an answer I want.
Well, maybe.
Give me an answer, Brian.
Maybe our listeners can provide an answer.
260-1280. Holy crap. Oh, gosh darn it to heck. Hey, 260-1280. 260-1280. Get your Comic-Con tickets right here.
Oh, that's right.
I know, Brian. See, you're out there playing superstar in the dirt, swinging your swords, wearing your armor. I'm with John Mankus and Tim Russ, and you forgot about us and our free Comic-Con tickets, Brian.
You're right. No, I was supposed to choose the winners yesterday and make.
But you were busy on set, chit-chatting up with all the other celebrities.
I'm just too booked right now. I will take care of that.
Have you gotten your audiobooks work done?
Tomorrow. I'm finished tomorrow.
Okay.
So,
you better. I'm getting on you. 260-1280. We should go to break before the phones start ringing. So, all right, Brian, take us to break.
Guys, stay tuned when we get back. This week in Geek History. And, Dave, there's some stuff in here you're really going to like.
I doubt it.
Probably. So, guys, you're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280.
260-1280. 260-1280. Free Comic-Con tickets. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
Friends, is your morning tea just not your cup of tea? Then try the tea blends of Viridian Tea Company. At Viridian Tea Company, they sell blends guaranteed to make you think outside the box. With such blends as My Enemy's Tears, Goth Librarian, Cyberpunk, and many more, your tea experience will be out of this world. Look for the blends at Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, located at 631 North Carrollton, or on Etsy at Viridian Tea Company. Try Viridian Tea Company today. Your taste buds will thank you. Kasha's Bazaar has an unconventional inventory for the discerning geek collector. Comic book-related collectibles, vintage New Orleans items, militaria, and plenty for your mundane friends. Kasha's Bazaar, 5727 Jefferson Highway, the Unflea Market.
The Vaping Tiger at 2812 Athenia Parkway. 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. The Vaping Tiger has handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices. The Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway and vapingtiger.com.
When you're in need of pain relief, come to Need It Relief Massage Therapy. Kat is an experienced licensed massage therapist. Check out her website and book your session online now at massagetherapykm.com. Need It Relief Massage Therapy for some much needed relief.
For many people, the seeds of a life spent in service are planted early in life, and helping to cultivate that service is what Mission Ignition is all about. A project of the United Way of Southeast Louisiana, Mission Ignition encourages high school students to volunteer in our community. Melanie Reed is the United Way's Director of Student Community Partnerships.
That feeling of, you know what, I gave some of my time and I made this world just a little bit better for somebody else.
Go to WRNO.com, keyword Mission Ignition.
My suit can still make an impression.
And my lamp can bring others a bright future.
Because when I donate my stuff to Goodwill, it helps fund job placement and training for people right in my community.
Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. Brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
An earlier accident on the northbound side of the Causeway and Mount 26 heavy congestion, but traffic delays working out. A new accident, I-10 westbound at the Causeway Boulevard exit. It has the right lane blocked, and we still have an accident involving a chemical spill. This is on the eastbound side of the Huey P. Long Bridge on the upslope that has the right lane blocked. Delays are before the West Bank Expressway, and heavy congestion due to an earlier breakdown on the high rise. Slow and go I-10 eastbound beginning from the Claiborne flyover ramp. I'm Angie Brolier.
This report is brought to you by the Foundation for a Better Life.
While many rose up with violence, he sat down for peace. Mahatma Gandhi reached out with the strength he cultivated within his soul. So, pass it on from the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
This is Captain Kells, Tim Russ. You're listening to The Week in Geek, Fox Sports 1280.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to the Week of Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
D Squared.
Look at you with the Tim Russ.
I know.
rejoinder.
Look at that. You didn't think I had that, did you? Huh?
No, I know you got them all.
I got it. Got to catch them all.
All right, you wanted to finish
I know.
up with
Yeah,
some top nerd news.
I totally forgot, man. Sean Bean. So
Yeah.
everybody just like he's the most killed character on TV and movies.
Yeah, and everybody knows it.
I mean, everybody knows it.
Yeah.
Everybody's wrong.
Really?
Dude, I was blown away by it too. The actual man who's been killed more times than Sean Bean is John Hurt.
What?
John Hurt from Alien and V for Vendetta.
Yeah, and
He's been murdered more on TV and movies than Sean Bean. Here's the kicker, though, man. So I got this nifty little graphic. If you look in your pile,
Yes.
John Hurt's number 1. Bela Lugosi and Vincent Price are tied for second in essence.
Yeah.
And Sean Bean is basically third
or fourth.
Well, fourth. Yeah. Bela Lugosi and Price are pretty much tied.
Yeah.
So Sean Bean is fourth.
That's crazy.
Did you look at the rest of the people?
Yeah, no.
I'm very offended as a man.
Why?
You know why? Because apparently they don't murder too many women on TV and movies. Because you got to go all the way down to like number 25 or something. You got Charlize Theron.
Well, look, here's an
Michelle
easy
Rodriguez.
shot for me to take. If women were more represented in film,
they'd be murdered more.
Exactly.
Right.
There you go.
Write a letter. Write a letter, Brian.
Right.
Well, no, I think the cool part is that, John Hurt, he's been in so much stuff. I didn't realize he'd been in so many things.
Yeah. No,
Sean Bean, apparently. Now, I was reading the article, and now Sean Bean has been killed in 35% of his appearances. Okay. He has the highest percentage of death.
Ah, okay.
It's just that John Hurt has a higher body count.
Okay, well, so maybe it's somewhat apt about Sean Bean just getting killed in everything he's in.
Yeah.
Right.
I had a joke, but I forgot what it was.
Okay.
I wanted to kind of end our show for the last year sort of on a high note, and we didn't get to it because you're so ready to fall asleep over there. But I wanted to talk about some movies that were going to be.
All right, well, let's talk about them.
So, here's the thing. I really wanted to talk about the movies for next year. So, if you look at your handy-dandy handout I gave you,
yes.
Guardians of the Galaxy coming out next year.
Very excited about that.
Disney's Beauty and the Beast, the live-action one.
Oh, yeah, that's going to have Emma Watson there.
Yeah, and
yeah.
I know our boy Skylar Baxter's super, super excited about that. Then Wonder Woman. Hey, I'm excited about Wonder Woman, and it's a DC.
Believe it or not, even though it's DC, I'm excited about
Get
it.
out. Shut the front door.
I am.
Wow. And then you got Spider-Man Homecoming.
Right.
And Justice League, meh. And then towards the end, it's obviously in descending order because Star Wars Episode 8, but I don't think that comes out next year. That's 2018.
Episode 8's top of the list.
Yeah,
so,
but that's not till 18, though, huh?
It's December of 17. Yeah.
Oh, well, look at that.
But Logan's on here too, and I'm excited. Logan I think it looks good.
That looks like a hard pass for me.
No, I think
I'm tired of huge Ackman.
Well, no,
but Alien Covenant, dude, that trailer. Oh my God!
All right, so we'll flip the roles. I'm had enough of Alien.
Really?
Yeah.
You're out your mind.
What? No.
Sigourney Weaver's not in it.
It does.
It's all new one.
Haven't we said everything?
No, we have not.
Say?
Game over, man. Why did you put her in charge? We have not said everything because there could be another great line. You don't know. You don't know, man. Stephen King's It for all our people with clownophobia.
Yeah, why did that need to get remade?
I don't know, but they really made a creepy clown creepier.
Well,
so
Tim Curry had it.
Pitch Perfect 3. I'm excited. I was a vocal major. I love Pitch Perfect. It's one of my go-to movies. Tropic Thunder and Pitch Perfect. Whenever I'm in a bad mood, I pop one of those two movies in.
I like
and
Tropic
suddenly, butterflies and rainbows and little unicorns. And on that note, we're going to end it on a high note. Also, Brian, what's coming up now?
This week in Geek History. This week in Geek History.
We're sending you back to the future.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
This week in Geek History is brought to you by Five Stones Media. Find them on the net at fivestonesmedia.com. This week in Geek History.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. All right, Brian.
First item on the list, December 26, 1979. Tulsa, or officially known as the Kingdom of Thalassa. One of the earliest micronations is founded by a 14-year-old Robert Ben Madison of Milwaukee, and it was first confined to just his bedroom. He adopted the name after discovering the word means inside the house in Finnish. Do you know anything about micronations?
Never heard of it.
Micronations are small
Luxembourg.
well, no, even smaller than that. The Principality of Sealand that occupies a former artillery platform.
Who made this crap up?
It's dude.
I don't believe it. You're a liar.
Micronations are a thing.
So I would have a micronation everywhere. There's a micronation on my toilet. Turdlandia.
If you want to, call your
Turdlandia,
you can.
All right, the micronation of Turdlandia is where I spend most of my time anyway.
Right. It's not going to be recognized by the UN.
Hey, well, it better be.
All right.
What's next?
Next, December 28th, 1974. Tom Baker takes over for Jon Pertwee as the fourth Doctor on Doctor Who.
And our lives were never the same again.
Well, I mean, he's the most recognized Doctor out of all of them.
He is.
He is.
Back in the 80s when they had really curly hair, too. Like, all our major heroes had curly hair.
That is true.
Think like the dude from Greatest American Hero had blonde curly hair.
Yeah.
Tom Baker had curly hair. The guy in Clash of the Titans, all the major guys had, like, little curly hairs.
Yeah.
Late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, no,
even the porn stars.
Oh, jeez. He played the role for 7 seasons. He's the longest running Doctor out of all of them. So
yeah, I guess. Yeah,
no, it's good stuff. All right, you're really going to like this next one.
I don't believe you.
Yes,
okay.
December 29th, 2002. An episode of C-Lab 2021 titled Feast of Alvis. So here's a new geeky holiday for you.
Oh, God, I hate you.
Listen to it. It's the holiday Alvistide is introduced. Believer, you have forgotten the true meaning of Alvis Day. Neither is it ham nor pomp. Nay, the true meaning of Alvis Day is drinking and revenge.
Ooh. And that note. Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
Revenge. All right, I'm on board. I'm on board. Let's do it.
I thought you'd be. All right, next item on the list, December 30th, 1924. Astronomer Edwin Hubble announces that Andromeda, which astronomers had previously believed to be a nebula, is actually another galactic system outside the Milky Way.
Snap!
Yeah.
Suck it, other scientists.
And I guess that's where that telescope got named after this
There's
guy.
no intelligent life here.
In Turdlandia.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Or Andromeda Galaxy.
You're really going to like this next one.
Oh, yay!
Since I like this next one. All right, December 31st, 1759. Arthur Guinness signs a 9,000-year lease at £45 per annum and starts brewing Guinness. All right. I mean, how crazy is that? He's got a 9,000-year lease. Yeah.
Does he have a 9,000-year option? Or was it a 4,500-year lease that he enacted the option right away?
No, I don't know.
What's his rent?
Well, that's it. £45 a year.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a smart man.
What's crazy is as I was researching this particular topic, the lease is encased in glass at the brewery
It better
in
be.
Dublin. Yeah, you can walk over, you can see it. It's super cool. So, he was bequeathed £100 in his uncle's will, and he invested the money in a small brewery, and then he opened it in Dublin with the 4-acre, 9,000-year lease thing.
Well, if you're going to open up a brewery, open it up in Dublin.
Oh, absolutely. All right, last item on my list here, is January 1st, 1818. The novel Frankenstein, or The Modern Prometheus, by Mary Shelley is first published. It was published anonymously. Many will consider it to be the first fully realized science fiction novel.
It's alive.
It is.
Yeah, see,
What?
Nothing. Gene Wilder.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
I know, it's been a rough year, but guys, it's going to get better.
It is.
It's going to
Absolutely.
get better.
You ready for birthdays?
You know what? No, I got one more for you. So December 29th, 2016. The Republic of Turdlandia has been landed on my throne. All right, now I'm ready for birthdays.
All right, on the 26th, your new favorite Joker, Jared Leto.
Yeah. I wouldn't go that far.
On the 27th, Masioka, he was a hero in the show Heroes, if you remember.
Oh,
that
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Yeah. On the 28th, Stan the Man Lee.
Yes. Oh, my gosh. My father-in-law put up the picture of me and DJ and Stan.
Yeah.
And, man, people were just like, oh, my gosh, as if it was new. It's like 3 years old.
Yeah.
But Stan the Man. I'm glad I got it when I did.
Most definitely. Also on the 28th, Nichelle Nichols.
Yeah, all right.
Who we're going to see next weekend at Wizard World.
Out.
Yeah, she's going to be there.
Sweet.
On the 29th, Jude Law.
Never heard of him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like him, though. I'm
on
lying.
the 30th, Kelly Maroney. She was in Night of the Comet, Fast Times at
Oh,
Ridgemont
my
High.
God.
Yeah.
Yes. Night of the Comet. Best movie ever.
Yeah. And on the 31st, Val Kilmer.
Yeah. I like him. I'll be your Huckleberry. All right, Brian, we only got about like 20, 30 seconds left. So next week, what do we have going on the show? Anything cool? Are we still waiting to hear back from Comic-Con, folks?
We're waiting to hear back from Comic-Con, folks, so hopefully we'll have somebody.
All right, so this is our final week. We're going to be pushing them all. We're going to be pushing a whole bunch out on Twitter and Facebook, so stay tuned, facebook.com/The Weekend Geek. And you got about another 20 seconds if you want to call. 260-1280 for free Comic-Con tickets. Till next time, keep your nerd flag raised high.
GFL. Happy New Year, everybody.
We are Fox Sports 1280 WODT New Orleans, an iHeart radio station.